Is the NBA fair or foul for not giving the Greek Freak and the Bucks a Christmas Day game? Giannis Antetokounmpo? Giannis I run and jump a Kumpo? Giannis a train a Kumpo? Because that's how he plays. He plays like a train. Like he's not a plane or a Tesla vehicle that can go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. It can go this way, that way, this way, that way. He's a straight line, run people over. Nobody wants to see it, Giannis. I'm sorry, bro. That's why you did not get a Christmas game, bro. Giannis game plays like the worst vehicle you would want to drive. Whoever growed up thinking, I wanna drive trains? Nobody, ever. It takes a long time for them to go full speed. You can only go one way. Like, you only can stay on this track and go one way. You're running shit over that's on the tracks, but you can't go this way, can't go that way. You only go straight line. Like, nobody wants to watch a train. Like, that's what Giannis is. I guess that's why he didn't get an NBA Christmas game. No one likes trains. LeBron, he's like a Tesla truck. He can do everything. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. He's a utility. He can go over rocks and shit. That's LeBron. He can go through shit. You can use him from everything. He goes fast. He goes slow. He can run through shit because he's heavy as hell like a Tesla truck. He can do all of it. LeBron is that. You got Steph Curry. Steph Curry's like a fucking tank. Who don't want to drive a tank or a Tesla? Steph Curry's a tank. No matter where he's at, he can shoot from anywhere, and he gonna hit his target. He's like a fucking tank. Who, as a kid, never wanted to drive a tank? Like a military tank. I have. Have you? Have anybody in the comments? And you got KD. KD's like a fucking helicopter. Shooter from everywhere. Like, he can go anywhere on the court with no obstructions. He's not like a car where, a car can only go this way, that way, up this street, down the street. KD's like a helicopter. He can go here with no obstructions. He's just over everybody because he's tall as fuck. No matter how close you get to him, he's still shooting over you. He's still above you. He's a helicopter. Who has never wanted to drive a helicopter? These are the people who get Christmas Day games. Anthony Edwards, he's like a fucking airplane. He's soaring over you, dunking on niggas. I know Giannis does that sometimes, but it's only if he's straight line. Anthony Edwards turn around, baseline dunk. He up in the air. He looks so graceful. Giannis just look like a Statue of Liberty dunking like this. It's different, man. It's different. It's different. And then you got Wemby on Christmas Day. He's like a fucking UFO. He can do everything everybody can do. But he's also taller than everybody. Wemby's the UFO. That's why he's an alien. He can shoot from anywhere. He can fucking damn near dunk from anywhere. He can dribble, pass. He can do everything, make free throws. All of it. Wemby. These are vehicles that people want to drive. These are the guys with the Christmas Day games. But we got Giannis here. He's complaining that, hey man, I'm still a star in this league too. Why don't I have a Christmas Day game? Giannis said he's got the facts. Let's read his facts. Let's read it. There's got to be an algorithm, because if it's, how you say, like a popularity contest, I can give you the facts. You want me to give you the facts? 2 of the NBA All-Star starters, Dame, Giannis. And the All-Star MVP, right? And the #1 vote getter, not in the East, in the whole NBA, is not in the Christmas Day game. That's a fact, Giannis. I'm gonna give you that. Maybe you could get me to your side, Giannis. Let's see. Let's keep reading. No, it's a fact. The votes came out last year. I was the #1. Dame was a starter. I was a starter. Dame won MVP. That's facts. Dame won the 3-point contest. Maybe that has to do with it. I believe we were one of the best teams in the East last year. Maybe not this year. Okay. We don't get a Christmas game. Why? Because we got a small market? That's a big deal too. Like, come on, Giannis, let's be real. Maybe that's the case. Or I want to believe what I tell you. I think there's an algorithm within the NBA that they choose which team will get the most attention, the most viewership that day. Giannis, you know what? I'm going to cut you a little bail because, these are facts. You speaking facts. But at the end of the day, the NBA is competing with the NFL on Christmas this year. They can't fuck around with you, Giannis. If we wanted to see niggas getting ran over and truck stick, we could just go watch the Ravens. The Ravens play on Christmas. Giannis, we don't need to see you running over niggas and Derrick Henry running over niggas on Christmas. The play style is not enjoyable enough, man. I understand Dame is there, but all the teams that's playing on Christmas Day, they got like low-key rivalries. Like low-key rivalries where we want to see it. Giannis, you've been getting smacked up by the Heat every year in the playoffs. Besides 1 year. And we can't put the Heat on Christmas because we don't know if Jimmy Butler gonna show up. He might show up bald head. He might show up with rainbow hair. We don't know. We don't know. So we can't rely on you playing against the Heat because the Heat ain't got no stars. And then, like I said, the gameplay is not that enjoyable. We rather see the OGs. We want to see the big three of this era. Still, give us Steph Curry. Give us KD. Give us LeBron motherfucking Ramon James. We don't want to see no Greek Freak shit. Sorry. And then y'all win the in-season tournament, and then the first game out of the tournament, Cleveland fuck y'all up. No Vaseline. Straight back shots. No Diddy. We don't want to see you, Giannis. I'm sorry. You're a great player. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's good. It's good for the regular season, you know, and, you know, winning games somehow, some way, maybe. But we don't want to see that on Christmas, man. We don't want to see Derrick Henry unless we're watching the Ravens. I'm sorry. That's all you do, truck stick niggas, and niggas do the same move you do on the other side, but they let it, they call it offensive fouls. But you get to go through the lane like goddamn, like you got a fucking football on your arm, like what? Nobody wants to see it, Giannis. Your game, you know, is good for people who like the Bucks, I guess. But for me and the average viewer, we don't want to see that shit. What is the NBA games? NBA games, this is the lineup. Wemby versus the Knicks. Numbers. Right off the bat. You got the young alien versus New York Knicks. Got to be on Christmas Day. Minnesota versus Luka. You got Anthony Edwards versus another young superstar, Luka. Yes, we want to see that. 76ers versus Cleveland. Versus the Celtics. Low-key, we probably could have squeezed you into the 76ers spot. But the 76ers is historic, I guess. That's the only team right now that I'm looking at. Maybe we could put Milwaukee versus the Celtics. But the Celtics been smacking y'all up. So I don't know about that. I think y'all won one game. Yeah, y'all did win a game against them. Maybe y'all could go there, Giannis. I'm going to give you a little bit of grace right there. I'm going to cut you some slack. Maybe there. But Lakers, Steph Curry versus LeBron and the Lakers, like, no, I'm sorry. I already explained that to you. Then you got KD, once again, another one of the big three of the era, versus Jokic. We want to see that. I'm sorry. We don't want to see you. I'm sorry. None of these games scream, put the Milwaukee Bucks here. Except the 76ers. And I'll give you that. Because, you know, Joel Embiid, we don't even know if he's going to play. We don't know where he at. We don't know what the fuck going on with the Sixers. Paul George averaging 16 points on $200 million. Like, the NBA is in a lost place right now. We're in a sunken place right now when it comes to the NBA. That's just what it looks like. But I don't see Giannis and the Bucks on any of these games except this one. And I still like this. I still want to. If Embiid's playing, I'm taking Embiid. I'm sorry. You got a 7'3" motherfucker who shoot like a guard. He got nice post work. He got nice footwork. He's a defensive player. He can shoot. Like 35 a game last year before he got hurt. Like, it's not like that's chump change. Like, Embiid is still a draw. I'm sorry. He's the process. And plus, it's a big market, Philadelphia. Who is turning on their TVs in Milwaukee to watch the games? Like, we got to be serious, Giannis. I understand that you one of the top players in the league, top 5 player in the league, but at the end of the day, it's still a TV product. We still want to see the most skillful players play, especially on the biggest nights of the year, biggest days of the year. But you guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Put your opinions in the comments. I respond to every comment. Just go back and look at the videos. Tell me if I was telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Or was I bugging? And am I tripping? You know, I'm open to suggestions. But that being said, peace.